A man stumbled upon a car accident by chance only to discover an unexpected business opportunity. He noticed that whenever a crash occurred, a crowd of people would swarm the scene like zombies, recklessly rushing toward the danger. But they weren't there to rescue anyone. Instead, they shoved cameras in the victims' faces, aggressively filming every grim detail. To test his theory, Nick approached one of them and asked what they were doing. It turned out their job was selling fresh news footage to TV stations for commissions. Though the man claimed the pay wasn't much, Nick wasn't fooled, not after seeing the guy's car loaded with high-end gear. This was clearly a lucrative hustle. That night, Nick flipped through news channels and sure enough, footage of the accident aired. Realizing he couldn't sit idle, he bought his own equipment and headed to his first crime scene. Police had already cordoned off the area, but after chatting with nosy neighbors, Nick learned it was a high-value shooting incident. Seizing his chance, he slipped past the crowd into the victim's yard. Finding the door unlocked, he stepped inside. No bodies or bloodstains were visible, but 2 bullet holes marred the fridge. Sensing a golden opportunity, Nick staged the scene. He repositioned family photos for dramatic effect and pocketed a letter before filming. The resulting footage earned rave reviews from the station, praised for its unique suspenseful angle and the leaked victim's name, courtesy of the stolen envelope. Lisa, the news director, was impressed. Nick wasn't just bold, his unconventional shots and instinct for visual storytelling stood out. Truthfully, this reflected Nick's personality. When he wanted something, he'd go to extremes to perfect it, whether it was footage or the woman in front of him. That first clip landed him a hefty payout. Soon, Nick was thriving. Over 2 months, he scored over a dozen headline-making scoops, and his earnings skyrocketed. He upgraded to a sleek red Hellcat, and with better wheels and gear, his efficiency soared. When news of another accident broke, Nick floored the gas, blew through a red light, and arrived just in time to film the dazed culprit mid-911 call. Ignored, he pivoted to capturing the wreckage until, scrambling up a hill for a better angle, he spotted the injured victim. Did Nick help? Of course not. For the perfect shot, he dragged the wounded into frame and kept filming until police forced him out. This time, his competitors never stood a chance. The footage earned him a windfall, and finally, a dinner date with Lisa. Just like that, Nick turned tragedy into triumph, mastering the grim trade of disaster chasing and living life as a winner.